Hello, Sagittarius women. Welcome to your reading. So we're finding out what cycle you're in, and then we're finding out what lesson it is that God is trying to teach you by having you in this cycle. Okay, so you can finally get it and move on to the next. So it's like the stuff that's happening now will stop like repeating itself because they repeat themselves until you get it. So once you get it, then you've overcome. And if it comes again, which won't be anytime soon, or if it does, won't be as much. Just to make sure you got it, then it can leave your life. Then you can go on to some new challenges. Okay, so your current cycle, Sagittarius is. Okay. Yeah, because it came out fast. Your current cycle is a cycle of growth. And the way how it came out so fast, it's like you want your growth to be quick. But at the bottom of the deck, we have patience. So God has been slowing things down for you. We have imagination and change. Well, death. Death, aka change. So God wants you to slow down because God wants you to envision the changes that you want to make, first of all, before you start growing. So it's like the direction that you are trying to go in is probably not the best direction for you. The direction that you're trying to go in is probably going to lead you down the same, it's like going in circles type thing. Okay. So patience, imagination, death. So think about the changes that you want to make. We have guilt, perseverance. So anything that you feel bad about, anything that has already occurred that is weighing heavily on you, it's an opportunity for you to persevere. That's what God is saying need to happen now. So you want things to change. You can't turn night into day quicker than night is meant to turn into day. That's what I'm hearing. So you have to endure the night, and then joy comes in the morning. So instead of just trying to rush to overcome these feelings of guilt or heaviness, disappointment, sadness, regret, instead of trying to rush it, God wants you to take your time. It's okay to sit in that energy for a little bit. Perseverance. It's okay to sit in that energy because you will actually learn things that other people who are not experiencing this energy, they won't learn. So you'll be given like a peep show to a certain aspect of life. You may not want it, but God is giving it to you for a reason. It's in your best interest. Okay? So experiences is what teaches us. And your experience right now is one of dealing with your guilt, sitting in your guilt. It's like God wants you to pay attention to your feelings, pay attention to the thoughts that come to you, pay attention to the desires that rise within you. Okay? Pay attention to the opposing thoughts that rise within you. So it's like a psychological examination God want you to go through with this experience. So it's not that serious, okay? It's not like God want to punish you or nothing like that. This is a unique opportunity. Okay, experience is the best teacher, Sagittarius. So this is all about growth. So it's like when you've gone through something, you can then teach on it. So perhaps God wants you to teach in the future. But you can't be a teacher until you've been a student. So right now you are a student of guilt. You're a student of regret. So this is a psychology class for you. That's why you're in this cycle. God wants you to understand these concepts, understand these happenings, what happens to the human psyche under these conditions. Okay? Seriously. And God wouldn't be giving you this mission unless you were capable of it. So I'm not trying to hear that. And God is not trying to hear that. So yeah, so this is one of growth for you. Growth in your knowledge. What knowledge? Regarding regret and guilt, you know, um, not living how you know you wanted to live, or not living how you should have lived, stuff like that. So it's also a time for you to look at your health and see how these feelings of guilt and remorse and all these things, how they take a toll on your health. So now that you know that they take a toll on your health, you can actually stop how much damage it does to your health. So if you find your health declining, it's because you're too much in that negative mindset and you're not using it to help you to understand so that you can overcome. So don't waste the opportunity. Okay? While you go through it, while you're going through it, you have to be the patient and the doctor, so to speak. Okay? So that you actually get the most out of your mistakes, get the most out of your regrets, get the most. It's like turning your mess into a message. Okay? So God hopes to use you for great things, but first you have to be a student. So the reason why you fucked up in the past is because you're meant to learn from those things. Okay? So that you can then come and teach. All right, so let's see more on the lesson. What lesson is God trying to teach you with this cycle? So we're gonna go until the card flips out. Ooh. Okay. All right. See. Like the eye of the needle is at the bottom of the deck. It says intentionality. So God is like, I meant to make that happen. This is not by mistake. This is by design. Anyway, let's see. The first card we have is surrender. So God is trying to teach you to surrender. Surrender to the experience of life. Okay? It's not that deep. You're not in trouble or anything like that. Whatever it is that happened in the past, God made you do that. It happened by intention. It was by design. It was not a mistake that you are who you are and you are how you are. God did that. So whatever it is, you need to forgive yourself. Because God is using you. It's kind of, I don't know, cruel, but you're a soldier. You're a soldier of the Most High. So get over it. Anyway. So surrender. Then we have beginner's mind and rest and renewal. So it's like being able to rise again. You see? So after you've done what you've done and you felt like crap, it's like, let's see you rise now. And what did you learn from the experience? Take what you've learned or what you've observed from the experience and rise again. Start again. Beginner's mind. And start again in peace, rest and renewal. Be at peace with yourself again. So let's see what these are. So we have diving into a task and limitless possibility. So the road is wide open. It's like, where do you want to take this? Fair enough, whatever happened, happened. Okay? The question is, what are you going to do with what you've learned from what happened? Are you going to allow yourself to have peace again? And where would you like to take this in the future? I see books. I see movies. I see songs. I see counseling. I see you being appreciated. Why? Because you went through the struggle. So now when you talk to people, they can have more faith in you because it's like, I've been there. I know what the hell it feels like. I know how it I know how it takes a toll on the body. I understand. So then they'll have more faith in you. See? Can't be a teacher of nothing that you've learned. And guilt is a tough subject, but God gives the biggest missions to his greatest soldiers. So know who you are in the grand scheme of things. You're valued. All right, you're of high ranking. So that's why you get the hard projects. So anyway, so yeah, the underlying issue, we have intentionality rising above the fray. It's not a mistake. The intention here is for you to rise again. Need I go on? That's God's whole mission here with you, is breaking you down so that you can experience the downtime, suss it out, observe it, record it, so that when you come out on the other side, you can then teach people about it so that you can help others to overcome their feelings of guilt and trauma and regret and remorse. All these things. God is only using you as a prototype. Anyway, you're the forerunner for this. For your generation, your surroundings, whoever you're around. There's other people out there who do it, but God put you where you're at, or God's gonna put you where you need to be at to help the people that need this type of help from you. Okay? So the intention is for you to rise. And we have overwhelm and plenty. Spiritual narcolepsy. The spiritual narcolepsy is that fall. It's like fallen angel vibes. So God wants you to rise above this great fall. Overwhelm and plenty and spiritual narcolepsy. So God put you in a position to fall so that you can learn how to rise again. And once you learn how to rise again, you can then teach people how to rise again. Okay? So you're all right. You're legal to make mistakes. You have the right to fuck up. It's part of your journey. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. Until next time. Bye-bye.